Hello, friends. This story happened in a village which is located in one of the regions of Siberia in Russia. An elderly man lived on the outskirts of this village. He lost all his relatives and lived alone. The only one who lived with him was a pet dog. Once, the men of the village went hunting and found a lair with wolf pups. There were 3 of them in the den. They wanted to take 2, but they did not know what to do with the third. At last, they decided that they would take them all, and they would give one of them to someone having just returned from the forest. They were passing by the house of this man. They knew that he was lonely and that he was very fond of animals. They knew that his wife had been a hunter and they used to have dogs. They left the wolf pup at the porch of the house. The man went outside and saw the animal. He thought he was a puppy dog. He immediately realized that someone had left him here for him to take care of. He decided that he should take him into his house for some protection. More than that, he lived on the outskirts, and if anything happened, he would bark. At least the wolf pup grew up playful and affectionate, and he liked to play with the cat. The woman called him Misha. The cub responded to his new name and ran to his mistress. He found out that he was a wolf when he was in a store. One man asked him, "How was your wolf doing?" There were many people in the village knew that the hunters had left him a wolf pup. The man did not understand why the puppy did not bark and he did not look like a dog. Now, when he found out that he was a wolf, he could not give him to anyone because for 3 months he became attached to him very much. He lived in her house in the winter. He often lay on the threshold because it was hot for him in the house. The neighbors' houses were far from his house. There was even a pond between them, and from the other sides of the house, there was thick forest everywhere. The man walked the wolf pup every day, and he did not run away. He was an unusually kind predator. When he went to the store and left him alone in the house, he did not mess around, and he simply waited for his mistress. They lived together for more than a year. It was not easy for the man to feed the wolf because he was growing up. He needed a lot of meat, and he could not afford to buy it from his retirement benefits anymore, so he fed him with cereals. Whenever possible, he added metal to the food as vitamins. The veterinarian of that village was a good person, and he helped him to get some vitamins. Once, a rumor went through the village that criminals had escaped from the prison and they were supposed to be hiding somewhere in the forest. The police warned everyone. In the evening, the man was sitting at home and watching TV. The wolf and the cat were at home too. Suddenly, he heard a knock at the window. The wolf got nervous, but the man thought it was just a neighbor from the village. When he went outside, someone hit her on the head. She fell down and 3 criminals got into the house, but they were shocked by what they saw. A real wolf was angrily looking at them. When one of them got the gun to shoot, the wolf rushed at him. The others ran out of the house and rushed to the forest. Having bitten the criminal's hand, the wolf left him and was about to run for the others. But he stopped and ran to his mistress and started licking her face. The gangster was still in the house, shot the wolf, and wanted to run away. But the wolf overtook him, and if it were not for the men of the village who heard the shots and had seen strangers who had been going to the man's house, then most likely the wolf would have left the criminals lying there. The wolf was wounded in the hind leg, and the man started applying a bandage to it. But in a few minutes, he tore it off and licked the wound. The vet said the bullet went right through the side and prescribed antibiotics. A month later, the wolf was again cheerful and playful, but he was already very wary of looking at any stranger. He understood now that humans can be the worst animal. That is all for today.